welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. So, almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Chris Bassett.
He really relies on working down in zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
That one fouled off. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Pitch
one ball,
there.
2 strikes.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses the first.
He's out.
One out the top of the first. It's Aaron Judge now. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-hand batter. And it's swing and miss.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much they actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Oh, fires over to Guerrero. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back and that'll fire up the dugout, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That's it now. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Foul ball.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road, stakes are high, energy in the ballpark, and you have to quiet that down a little
outside.
bit.
That one outside. That's ball 1. Strike 3. Back now in Toronto. Today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Cameron Meisner. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball. But for whatever reason, so let him go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Bichette up to the dish. There's a strike of the knees. Drilled out towards center field. That's struck. Bellinger makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. That missed inside. Ball one. Yeah. And that's a strike. That one misses. 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. 3-2. Ripped to third. In plenty of time. First, and Guerrero is set down. That ends the frame. Game 1 of the division series. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Bassett back to work. Grounded ball here, rolls back. Let's talk about great individual postseason. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Fires over to Guerrero. 1 out in second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. There's the foul ball. Now he steps off to reset. Now a check swing, but he held up. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Another 1-2.
What do you got?
Go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Here's the 2-2. There's another. That's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Anthony Volpe. Popped up right side. Guerrero. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom half of inning number 2. And now the DH, George Springer. Flips a corner.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole was in the 2,000 strikeout club and really needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed few innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
That's a ball.
Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all on the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Doesn't the job of seeking the 3-1 count.
Swings, he misses, struck him out. Now for the Jays, Wilyer Abreu. And a foul ball. Check swing, no appeal. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do about it if you swing at it. So it's a good take by Will.
Line in the left center, and that should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands,
no strike.
You let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That's in there, and it's 1-1.
Just got to keep it on the corner.
And it's second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Addison Barker next up for the Blue Jays. In the knees. Strike two.
0-2 to count.
Ground ball right side. Jazz
Got it.
first. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the first baseman, Ben Rice. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. On the first.
Got him.
Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Or maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's the strike.
Talking about this series matchup,
0-1.
it's always a little strange to face a division opponent in the postseason, but we're starting to see it happen more often with the new format. Playing each other in these games really cranks up the heat on division rivalries.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Two in a row. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Cody Bellinger digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Bellinger patrolling center field, hitting leadoff in today's game. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2 outs. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. And here's the rookie catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Striking on the outside.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. Only 2 now. And
Ball.
skips into the.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
This to center field. Makes his way towards it. Puts it away for the out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around.
One and missed it. 0-1.
Velocity pretty good on that slider. So moving the ball around nicely.
1 ball,
That one
2
misses
strikes.
into dirt. And there's
Ball
the ball.
2.
outside, keeps the AB going. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a high inside corner. It's 1-0. That one fouled off. Into center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride lowered, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it
off
up.
The plate, ball one.
Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And a pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner is second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the NLDS. Swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Colby throws the first in time. That ends the inning. And we're back on to the 4th. Here comes Aaron Judge. Judge spoils that one.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Swing, but he went too far. It's a ball
1 ball,
2 strikes.
2 strikes.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
We got full count.
Outside part of the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming off if he's wrong.
Now here's Trent Grisham. He's already home for this game. And the first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next
1 ball,
offering
1
down
strike.
low and in the dirt. Just missed.
That's inside.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Just tapped, and
You're out.
Going for 2. 2 down, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And it misses. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez.
He's out.
And that will end the inning. Back now in Toronto. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
1-0.
Way outside. 1-0.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was out for that time. On the ground. Oh, great grab on the ground. First, he's out. Nice play. The batter is George Springer. They get him on strikes his first time through. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss. The count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in
That's the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished right up and in just on his edge. That's where there was a good swing on it. He would have broken back. Yeah, back to the dugout.
Now at the plate, Wilyer Abreu doubled his first time.
Oh, that's it.
The inside edge. And that is ball 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Blue Jays down a run. In the air out to center. Nabs it, and the inning is over. Game 1 of the division series. Stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Bassett back to work. Right there for a strike. Swing and a miss. The count is 0-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Adam falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I'll tell you what, he's got a
1 ball, 2
Pitches in
strikes.
the dirt, and that's ball 1. Struck out swinging his first time. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Count 1-0. Ball, that count.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a pop-off. Gardner under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for New York, Anthony Volpe. In for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on.
There you go.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Foul off the plate, they'll do it again.
What do you got?
After it, appeal to first, and he held on. 2 outs. just struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Colt Varsho. Outside low, and it's 9-0. And that's in there off the knee.
Just a ball to this lefty. Knowing that left-hander let the ball down.
High fly ball, and that one turned foul down the right side. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Addison Gardner now at the plate. That's a strike.
Wrong. It's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but never predict baseball.
The Blue Jays
No ball,
by
2
a
strikes.
run here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Catcher has it, fires for first.
He's out.
Out on the drop, third strike, 2 balls. Next for Toronto, Carlos Narvaez. Line out his first out. Foul ball there. Right. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Ken Rice. Out of the bullpen for the Jays,
Number 56. Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back in the game.
First
Inside,
pitch
ball
misses for ball 1.
Well, on paper, it's scheduled to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the
Well,
left
that's
side, same side he throws from.
So definitely a little wild and right out of the gate.
Won't be a little tough coming from the bullpen now to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this is back there.
Swam and a miss. There's that
3
changeup.
balls, 1 strike.
That one misses.
That's ball
So
4.
leadoff walk.
You know, Dave, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Here's Ryan McMahon. He struck out Slinky in his first inning. Rosario measures 6 feet 2 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Corner infielders up in the grass expecting a bunt. Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the air, out towards left center. Hooks it away for the out. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup. Bellinger up to hit. Front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as
1
a
ball,
right fielder,
2
every day
strikes.
as a center fielder. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1.
2 balls,
In the
2
dirt,
strikes.
blocked. 2 in this one. Pitcher now for the Jays, Tyler Ryan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him out here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Nope. This is inside.
That's inside.
Goldie leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Hey!
So that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that pitcher.
Just rips that one. Slams into the wall and hangs on. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Andres Jimenez.
All these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner out. Both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Now this is a bullpen game. It's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
1-1. Ball, that's inside.
It's 2-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ball hit out towards the center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. But now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next to hit, Cameron Minor. And a second run here.
That's out.
That's all they'll get. So up next, Obishek. Ball off the mark.
Ball one. Getting right off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Sometimes being
It is a swing and miss. He makes contact with that pitch. Probably hits into a double play.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now has grounded out a couple of times. A little front there as he swings through.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball,
With
2
the
strikes.
tying run on at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing, high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's going back. Back to the that one felt good. And just like that, the last strike. It's 2-1.
There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, break it up a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting.
This one's spinning. Corrals it. And that ends the inning. And we're back. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
flips the corner.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at-bat.
It misses. It's a strikeout. You're Stanton now.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one slow pitch.
Check swing called strike. The knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. Came out of a slider, and there's 2 gone. And now the catcher comes up to him. Austin Wells. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. But if you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And that is that. That's now in Toronto. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Foul to the zone and a called strike. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, just threw that fastball by and elevated, and if you're not looking up at that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out number 1. And now it's Dalton Varsho. We talked about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fires in a fastball at 95.
Yeah, we go beyond just hitting percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step pitches.
Inside, ball 2.
Count now even up.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play good defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. Such a good hitter, good player, but when he's in strikeout mode, they can just pile up pretty quickly.
And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. For the top of the 8th, now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Back to work. Here's the strike. Swing, high fly ball left field. Balls it in, and there's 1 away. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. It's the corner. It's 0-1. Upstairs for a walk. And a pitch hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pitches in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow
he's in there.
go to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Back over to first.
No, he's
They're
in
keeping
there.
him close. So they bring on the veteran, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ballgame. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Yeah, Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That's in there. That's like that.
0-1's the
With
count.
the go-ahead run at the plate, here are the late stages of Game 1. Here comes the 0-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1 ball,
And a
2
pitch
strikes.
out, but nothing going on. So Goldie strikes out here. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Tried to center his first time. Check on the runner. And he's defeated easily.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in Game 1 of the NLDS. And that is out of play. Outfield team here trying to prevent anything over their head.
1 ball,
The zone.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2. Runner takes off. Ball outside.
No, he's in there. Safe.
And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run is second. Shot back up the middle. Strong. Throws the first inside. That's out number 3. Back here at Rogers Center, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. It looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. That one pushed foul. Pass and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Cam Smith. First pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball hitting in the air right here. Takes a couple and hangs up. 2 down, bases empty. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Cameron Meisner. Grounds one to the right side. Chisholm tosses the first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Belly to take his steps. And here's the closer to try to finish off Game 1, Jimmy Garcia.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Got foul to play.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And a count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take the pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult for the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ball four, he walked it. And that'll keep the line moving.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
Ball one to Judge. This is again 5 in a row.
2-0.
Check swing, called strike.
2-1.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And it's fouled off. In the air, right field. That lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Judge waits. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Here goes the runner. Boils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. He's 2 outs away. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one. On the inside corner for a strike. 1-run game here at the top of the ninth.
One ball,
Pitch
2
out,
strikes.
but no action.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Keeps the attack going with a foul ball.
Always having a tough time getting the pitch by him as a hitter. You feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Now only 1 out remaining. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Matt Walter.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Hot shot for the third. Smith. Throw to first. Plays game 1 here at home.
Pretty early in the series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this is a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Bill, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Schaumburg. Talk to you soon.